Broadcasting live from the Dickinson Obia Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Antioch. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we move on now to the second game of our doubleheader, the Hine Cup Winners Bracket Final. And folks, I got to dive into pregame real quick. So let's talk about Hendersonville-Beech-Gallatin, coached by Stephen Sullivan. Won their Hine Cup opener 2 weeks ago tonight, 6-3 over Centennial. Then last Monday, February 12th, beat the Outlaws 5-3. Colin Smith, the team's leading scorer in the playoffs. He has 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Merrick Mott has 4 points all from goals. Carter Morrison and Gideon Drobnik each with 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Alex Williams has 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Justin Schaefer and Jarrett Sheridan each have 2 points from goal, 2 points from assists. Gage Salome and Braden Rose each with a point from an assist. Gage Salome suspended for tonight's game, by the way. He got a cross-checking major at the final buzzer last Monday night against the Outlaws. On to the Rampage, coached by Mike Jones. 2 weeks ago tonight, won their Hine Cup opener 6-1 with 2. Then a week ago, last Monday, February 12th, beat USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pasture 5-2. Eddie Mays, the leading scorer in the playoffs, 4 points all from goals. Carter Burnett Vice also has 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Justin Dickinson, 3 points from assists. Kelvin McClinton, 2 points from goals. Tucker Wilhelm and Brendan Tellez each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Cooper Fiesel has a point from a goal. And Logan Wolf, William Haynes, Carson Brownlow, Lucas Bardo, and Nick Hansen each with a point from an assist. I need to go over the goaltending stats too, don't I? Let me do that real quick. Jackson Broderick for Hendersonville-Beech-Gallatin is 2-0 in the playoffs so far. Let me find their sheet. 2-0 in the playoffs so far, just like the team. He's played the full 84 minutes, goals against average of 3 even. No shutouts. He's allowed 6 goals on 30 shots turned away. The other 24. His save percentage in the postseason so far is 80. And for the Rutherford Rampage, Alec Dawes has played both games in net for them. So his record is also 2-0. He's allowed 3 goals on 49 shots turned away. The other 46. His save percentage in the postseason is 94. His goals against average 1.5. No shutouts. As we are ready to go with this one. Jackson Broderick in goal for Hendersonville. Alec Dawes in goal for Rutherford for this first period. Rutherford will carry the puck towards me. Hendersonville will carry it away from me. I'm standing behind the net that Henderson will defend for the first and third periods. The bleacher side is the near side of the ice. The benches side is the far side as the game is underway. Hendersonville carrying the puck out of their zone to center, but taken back by Rutherford. Here's Justin Dickinson. Could not get around Dom Harpole. Now Dickinson to the inboards of the Hendersonville zone. Backhanding the puck out top to the right point. Carson Brownlow keeping it alive. Pass it back down the wall. Now Kelvin McClendon gives it away to Colin Smith. Puck sent around the boards to the near side. Braden Rose trying to clear it out. And it was flicked up in the air, and Dom Harpole tried to knock it down inside the Hendersonville zone, went off his hand and out of play, and that took the first 46 seconds off the clock. Rutherford beat Hendersonville 4-0 in the only meeting between these two teams back on November 27th. And they're going to drop the puck right at center ice to restart play. Brentwood leading USN 1-0 after 1 in the Hine Cup Losers Bracket semifinal. Loser of this game will play the winner of that game on Monday at 6:45 in the Chris Spring in Bellevue. We'll have it for you. Puck in the Hendersonville zone deep. That's back in the Rutherford zone. Rampage trying to clear it out. Gideon Drobnik taking a hit at the Rutherford blue line. Now it's right at the red line at center. Carried back into the Hendersonville zone. Tucker Wilhelm couldn't keep it in the zone. It's out at center. Carson Brownlow with it. Passes off the far boards. Jared Sheridan takes it, dumps it back in the Rutherford zone. Here come the Rampage. Brownlow to center. Into the Rutherford zone, Hendersonville zone. Puck was poked away by Harper Deanna. Now it's out at center. Rutherford still controlling. Sent back into the Rutherford zone by Christian Dickens. And the Rampage will bring it out. Puck got away from Josh Wolf inside the Hendersonville zone. Keep wanting to say Rutherford. Why would he be chasing it into his own zone? Puck passed in front, but knocked away from Cooper Fiesel by Carter Morrison. That was Kyle Wolf putting it in front. Now Morrison into the Rutherford zone. Taking a shot. I think it was turned away by Alec Dawes. Puck now out at center again. Rampage controlling. And Cooper Fiesel tried to shoot it into the Hendersonville zone. Went off the skates of Dom Harpole into the netting above the glass. 11-12 left in the first. No goals on the board in this one. And no goals on the board between Franklin and Father Ryan at the end of one in that Preds Cup Losers Bracket quarterfinal. The winner of that game plays Ravenwood on Monday. Yes, Ravenwood, the 8-seeders, still alive as they beat Pope tonight, 7-4. Puck out on the far boards inside the Hendersonville zone, and a shot misses the net to the left of Jackson Broderick from Justin Dickinson. Puck comes out to the blue line, held in, then knocked away from Logan Wolf. Now it's back in the Hendersonville zone. Eddie Mays tried to deke, and the puck came to the front of the net. Comes to the top of the crease. Jackson Broderick covers. Eddie Mays trying to deke, and the puck got away from him. 10:30 to go in the first. Still zip in this one. Franklin leading Father Ryan 3-2 at the end of two in that Preds Cup Losers Bracket quarterfinal. So Father Ryan finally scored a goal against Franklin this year. Franklin shut them out in both regular season meetings. Broderick with a draw to his left. Rutherford with it, trying to get to it. It's cleared. Cleared by Hendersonville down deep into the Rutherford zone. Hendersonville trying to get the puck in front of the Rutherford net to shoot. Left point, Dom Harpole. The shot that's turned away by Alec Dawes. Is that really the first shot on goal of the game? I know Rutherford have had a couple go past the net. Puck out on the near side. Sent around the boards to the far side. Carter Morrison keeps it alive, dumps it back down low. Puck is now out on the near side again. Past the slot, intercepted. Cleared down ice by Rutherford, and it went off a stick in its way down, so icing waved off. Carter Morrison catches up to it. Morrison to center. Into the Rutherford zone on the right wing side. Trying to drop it back. And Carter Morrison tried to stretch pass it up the far side of the ice. It went off a stick into the Rutherford bench. 8:37 to go in the first, still zip. Draw's going to be right at center ice. Second time we've had to do a restart face-off at center. Draw one by Rutherford. Puck brought into the Hendersonville zone. Tucker Wilhelm a shot. Stopped by Broderick. He's got it covered. Wilhelm shooting for the right circle. Broderick covered up the rebound as William Haynes was trying to stuff it in. Draw me to Broderick's left. One by Rutherford. Puck fired down low. Over to the far side. Kept alive at the left point. Now it's over on the near side. Dylan Welch trying to pass to the slot. Now it's in the right wing corner. Jared Sheridan sends it around the wall to the far side. Braden Rose wants to clear. It's kept alive and sent back to the right wing corner by Dylan Welch. Now it's back over on the far side. To the left wing corner. William Haynes trying to get to it. He's got it. Comes around to the right side. Passes up top to the right point, but unable to keep it alive was Carson Brownlow. Brownlow brings it back in on the left wing side. Pass across. Cooper Fiesel couldn't get a stick on it. Colin Burnett Weiss drops it down low. Puck put on it out in front. Swatted away by Jackson Broderick. Comes right back to Fiesel. He came out to the left-hand side of the net and backhanded it wide. Puck stabbed into the right wing corner. Josh Wolf passing it up to the right point. Now Colin Burnett Weiss with a shot that missed the net to the right of Broderick. Josh Wolf behind the net. Passing it out to the near side, but Colin Burnett Weiss couldn't get a stick on it, and Alex Williams is going to end up icing it. No! Alec Dawes came out to play it. To keep play alive. It's back in the Hendersonville zone. Carter Morrison with it. Passes ahead. Gideon Drobnik in the Rutherford zone. Tried to set it up for a shot from right in front of the net, but unsuccessful. Puck now in the left wing corner. Big battle for it. Puck comes up to the left point, and a shot to be turned away by Alec Dawes, by the way. Shot from Broderick in the right circle, misses. Puck down low. Comes out to the right point. Carter Morrison, a shot. Hit a hand and went over to the near boards. USN leading Brentwood 2-1 after 1. 2-1 after 2 in the Hine Cup losers bracket semi. Again, the loser of this game will play the winner of that game on Monday at 6:45 in Bellevue. Rutherford trying to get the puck out of their zone, and they do. And trying to get to it at center was Nick Hansen. Off his sticking out of play. 5:25 left in the first. No goals on the board in the Hine Cup winners bracket final. They're going to do the draw right at center again. This is the third time in the period that they've had a restart draw right at center ice. Nate Luke with it, trying to pass it up the far side. It's in the Rutherford zone. It's out at center, brought back in on the left wing side. Colin Smith, the shot. Gloved and held on to by Alec Dawes. Not a great start for Rutherford. They only have one shot on goal nearly 9 minutes in. Draw was to the right of Dawes. Now here's Justin Dickinson inside the Hendersonville zone, passing it over to the right wing side, and Eddie Mays. Mays trying to put it in front. Comes to the blue line, and a shot, I think it was blocked before it ever got to Dickinson. Broderick now, shot, save, rebound, score, Dickinson. Carter Burnett Weiss with a shot from the bottom of the left circle that was stopped by Broderick. Rebound came up the slot, and Justin Dickinson one times it home for his first goal. His first goal of the postseason. His first goal of the postseason, and it is 1-0 Rutherford with 4:38 to go. in the first. Sorry, folks, my mic cord was turning down my mic. That's why the volume dropped all of a sudden. So Rutherford get the first goal of the game. Carter Morrison shot from the right side of the Rutherford zone blocked. Here's Dickinson out at center. Left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Taking a shot, missed the net to the right of Broderick. Clearing attempt held in at the left point and fired past the net. Carter Burnett Weiss. Puck knocked off his stick, still in the zone though. There's a shot. Oh, and at the post to the left of Broderick. That shot coming from Nick Hansen out high. And the Commandos are going to end up icing the puck. 3:51 to go in the first. 1-0 Rutherford. Nick Hansen almost made it 2. A shot from the right point that hit the post to the left of Broderick. Draw to the left of Broderick. One by Hendersonville, but turned over to Rutherford, and a shot by Logan Wolf was knocked down by a stick in front and bounced past the net. And puck iced by the Commandos. Draw's going to be to Broderick's right. One by Hendersonville. Carter Morrison. Almost had the puck taken away from him by Tucker Wilhelm. It's on the near side. Trying to clear it out. It's Christian Dickens. Now it's carried to center by Caden Smith. Smith. Pass to Harper Deanna, I think was broken up. It's inside the Rutherford zone though. Now cleared out. Dom Harpole's pass ahead intercepted. Tucker Wilhelm, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone. A shot knocked down by the glove of Broderick. Shot in the left point was blocked. Dylan Welch was looking for a tip. That shot coming from Logan Wolf. Puck dumped back into the Hendersonville zone. Here is Dom Harpole. Passing ahead to Braden Rose. Rose trying to set a man up. Now here's Carter Morrison, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Drops it down deep. It's behind the net. Here's William Haynes. Puck ends up back in the Hendersonville zone. Sent around the wall to the near side by Jared Sheridan. Now at center with it is Colin Smith. Colin Smith, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Trying to dip down low to the left wing corner and want to pass off. Or try to pass off. Puck held into the right point by Jared Sheridan. He'll send it back down deep. Alec Dawes out to play it. Sends it around the boards to the far side. Cleared out by the Rampage. It's back in the Hendersonville zone. Nate Luke beats Cooper Fiesel to it. Kelvin McClendon with it now in the right wing corner. Around the back of the net. Comes out to the left wing. Passes up top to the left point. Colin Burnett Weiss with a shot. Stopped and covered up by Broderick. 1:41 to go in the first. Still 1-0 Rutherford. Draws to Broderick's right. Won by Rutherford and a shot right off the draw by Justin Dickinson off the left leg pad of Broderick. Puck comes out to the left point. Sent back down the wall, intercepted by Carter Morrison. Gideon Drobnik trying to clear. It's out at center. Trickling back towards the Rutherford zone, picked up by Carson Brownlow. Puck comes around to the near side. Gideon Drobnik with it. He lost it. Puck carried to center by Rutherford. Now Justin Dickinson with his speed. Right wing side of the Hendersonville zone. A shot. Stop it, Broderick. Oh, the rebound ends up in the back of the net. It popped up in the air, went off of Carter Morrison's right hand, and ends up in the back of the net. So it'll be a goal for Dickinson. And it's 2-0 Rutherford with 65 seconds left in the first. Shot went off. Broderick popped up in the air. Carter Morrison reached out with his hand and hit his hand and went into the back of the net. Draw one by Hendersonville. Puck brought into the Rutherford zone. Last minute of the first. Dickinson passing ahead. Puck carried to center. Dickinson with it again. Back in the Hendersonville zone. Going down the slot to the net. A shot. Oh, score! It rolled up the glove of Broderick. Down his left hand and into the back of the net. And it's a hat trick for Dickinson in the first. And it's 3-0 Rutherford with 40.9 seconds left in the first period. A hat trick where he actually put two pucks. He put the puck in the back of the net twice. But he is hat trick because that Morrison own goal goes to him. Rutherford with a puck in their zone off the draw. And a pass attempt, I think, hit somebody in the back of the legs and went out of play. 30.2 seconds left in the period. Actually, no, it was some type of violation against Hendersonville because they're dropping the puck to the right of Broderick. Hendersonville clear the puck down ice. Alec Dawes out to play it. Two Rutherford players run into each other at center. Carson Brownlow dumps it deep in the Hendersonville zone. Morrison with it. He'll clear. Puck out at center. That's it for the first. Well, Justin Dickinson with a first period hat trick, even though he only put the puck in the net himself twice. The other was an own goal by Carter Morrison that Dickinson touched last, and it is 3-0 Rutherford over Hendersonville after one in the the Hine Cup winners bracket final. Ready to start the second period. Jackson Broderick still in goal for Hendersonville. Alec Dawes still in goal for Rutherford. For this second period, Hendersonville will carry the puck towards me. Rutherford will carry it away from me. Hendersonville win the draw to start the second. Here's Merrick Mott into the Rutherford zone, around the back of the net. Backhands it out in front. Now Gideon Drobnik comes out in front with it. Puck popped up in the air and caught by Alec Dawes, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Brentwood now have a 3-2 lead on USN with just over 5 minutes left in regulation in the Hine Cup Losers Bracket semifinal. And I did not see a penalty being called against Nick Hansen, so Hendersonville getting the first power play of the game down 3-0. Just over 20 seconds in the second gone. And Rutherford end up dumping the puck down ice. Jared Sheridan through center into the Rutherford zone on the right wing side. Shot hit the shin of Carson Brownlow. Here's Merrick Mott sending the puck around the wall to the far side. It's out at center. Carter Morrison with it. Head to Colin Smith, brings it back into the Rutherford zone on the left wing side. Tried to set up Braden Rose on a centering pass that missed him. Minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Landon Croft, a late arrival. Merrick Mott around the back of the net, out to the left wing. Pass the slot, Carter Morrison, a shot. Stopped by Alec Dawes. Puck in the left wing corner, Braden Rose digs it loose, almost coughed it up to Justin Dickinson. Rose gets it back. Pass to the right circle. Oh, hopped off the stick of Sheridan. Sheridan passed the slot, knocked away from Mott. Under 30 seconds left in the power play as Justin Dickinson fires it down ice to get rid of it. Puck ends up back in the Rutherford zone. Dylan Welch clears it out. They'll kill off the rest of the penalty. Penalty time is up. Rutherford back at even strength. Carter Morrison, right wing side of the Rutherford zone. Tries a wraparound, stopped and covered up at the right-hand post by Dawes. 11:36 to go in the second. 3-0, Rutherford. Draws to the right of Dawes. One by Hendersonville. Shot from Dom Harpole. Slowly comes to the front of the net. Stopped and covered up by Dawes. I'll drop it to Dawes right again. By Rutherford. Puck coming around to the near side. Will Haynes trying to clear. He does so. It's out at center. Now trickles back into the Rutherford zone. Immediately cleared out by Taz Takayama. Here's Logan Wolf. Puck sent up the wall. Trying to get it out was Haynes. He'll pass off to Dylan Welch. He'll carry it out to center. Welch into the Hendersonville zone on the left wing side. Trying to go to the front of the net. Send it across the front of the net. Back the other way come Hendersonville. Gideon Drobnik in the Rutherford zone. Hands it off. Nate Luke. His shot would have missed the net to the left of Alec Dawes, who reaches out and gloves it to get the whistle. 10:42 to go in the second. Still 3-0 Rutherford. Draws to Dawes left. One by Hendersonville. A shot turned away. Rebound turned away. Covered up by Dawes. First shot came from Merrick Mott. The second from Braden Rose. Draw will be to the left of Dawes. One by Rutherford. Cooper Fiesel out to center. Fiesel trying to carry it into the Hendersonville zone. Took a couple of bumps. It's out at center. Colin Smith backhands it back into the Rutherford zone. Dawes leaves it behind the net for Carson Brownlow. Here's Braden Rose. Left wing corner. Now Merrick Mott behind the net. Puts it out in front. Rose whiffed on it. Rutherford trying to clear, and they do. Puck carried back into the Hendersonville zone. A shot from Wiesel turned away by Jackson Broderick. Either that or it missed. Can't really tell from here. And offside go Hendersonville. Colin Smith over the blue line before Merrick Mott brought the puck in. 9:44 to go in the second. Still 3-0 Rutherford. Wow, USN have tied it up. 3-3, minute 58 left in regulation. In the Hine Cup losers bracket semifinal. Landon Croft out at center. Sends the puck into the Rutherford zone, immediately cleared out by Brendan Tellez. Now it's dumped back into the Rutherford zone. Gideon Drobnik, trying to put it in front, went off the stick of Landon Croft and dinged off the post to the right of Dawes. Here's Justin Dickinson. Back in the Hendersonville zone, trying to go to the front of the net. And I think he shot it wide. Puck comes out to the left point. Carter Burnett Vice, yeah. And they put it in front for Dickinson, who couldn't get a stick on it. Hendersonville trying to clear it out of their zone. They do. Taz Takayama at center. Shoots it on goal from center. Broderick having to turn it away. Puck carried around the back of the net. Brought around to the right wing side. Here's Dickinson. Getting a push, staying on his feet, passing up to the left point. Brendan Tellez, but we get a whistle. The net came dislodged. 8:20 left in the second, still 3-0 Rutherford. Draws to the right of Broderick. Won by Hendersonville, cleared down ice. Icing. I was wondering if they were going to call it. They do, even though Taz Takayama was giving a pretty good chase. They'll drop it to Broderick's right again. One by Rutherford. A shot from Brendan Tellez at the left point was turned away by Broderick. Puck carried to the front of the net. Lucas Bardo was trying to carry it to the front of the net. Puck put in front, score! Cody Jones. It's one of the Wolf brothers who put it in front, and Cody Jones knocks it in. Was Josh Wolf, and now it is 4-0 Rutherford. No correction, it was Kyle Wolf. Now it's 4-0 Rutherford with 7:51 to go in the second. Here come Hendersonville through center. Puck taken away by Rutherford. Puck dumped back into the Rutherford zone. Dawes out to play it. We'll send it around to the far side. Braden Rose with it. Knocked away from him by Colin Burnett Vice. Shot on the left wing side. Turned away by Dawes. Merrick Mott. Now Colin Smith, right circle. Backhands it out in front, swatted away by Colin Burnett Vice. Braden Rose trying to put it in front, went off a couple of sticks. Still near the front of the net. Shot from Eric Mott was blocked. Braden Rose whiffs. And finally cleared out. Lucas Brado brings it to center. Carson Brownlow, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone, trying to put it in front, but unable to get a stick on it from right in front of the net. Was Cody Jones, looking for his second goal in just over a minute. Brentwood and USN off to overtime, tied at 3. Puck back deep in the Rutherford zone. Colin Burnett Weiss. Stretch pass ahead to Carson Brownlow, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone, a shot. Gloved and held onto by Broderick. 6 minutes left in the second, 4-0. Rutherford. Draws to Broderick's right. Now it's out at center. Now it ends up, there's going to be a penalty against Hendersonville, I think. Yep. Alec Dawes to the bench for the extra attacker. William Haynes with the puck inside the Hendersonville zone takes a hit. And finally touched up by the Commandos. Roughing the call against Carter Morrison. So Rutherford get their first power play of the game up 4-0 already. 5:33 left in the second. Draw is going to be to the right of Jackson Broderick. Hendersonville managed to get a hold of the puck and clear it down ice. Alec Dawes drops it behind the net for Justin Dickinson. Dickinson ahead to Eddie Mays. Mays, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Shot it past the net. Colin Burnett Weiss on the left wing side. Trying to send it to the front of the net. Came off a stick up high. Now here's Dickinson right circle. Shot stopped by Broderick. Franklin beat Father Ryan 4-3, so Father Ryan's season is over. So it'll be Franklin and Ravenwood in the losers bracket semi on Monday night in Bellevue. Carson Brownlow, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Minute left at the power play for Rutherford. Round the back of the net, he goes out to the right wing side. Passes out high. Colin Burnett Weiss shot in the left point, blocked. Comes to Eddie Mays, who couldn't get the shot away. And now here's a breakaway for Colin Smith. No, it's getting a drive to get front. Shot it wide. And then Alec Dawes backs into the net and dislodges it. So a short-handed breakaway for Gideon Drobnik, and he couldn't score. 43 seconds left of the power play. 4:15 to go in the second. Still 4-0 Rutherford. Man, we're about to say some. Father Ryan got to say goodbye to some really good players with that loss tonight. Draw was to the right of Dawes. Hendersonville with it. Merrick Mott backhands it across the front of the net. William Haynes clears it out to center. It's sent back into the Rutherford zone under 30 seconds left. In the power play for Rutherford. Dylan Welch behind his own net. Stretch pass up the near or far side. Received by Kelvin McClendon. It's now in the Hendersonville zone. Puck out at center. Now Colin Smith inside the Rutherford zone. A shot stopped and held on to by Dawes. 2 seconds left of the power play. 3:34 to go in the second. Still 4-0 Rutherford. Draw's going to be to Dawes' left. One by Hendersonville. Penalty time against them is up. They're back at even strength. Colin Smith passing out high off the stick of Merrick Mott, and out it goes. Mott with it at center after a pass from Jared Sheridan. Mott sweeps it back into the Rutherford zone. It's at the end boards. Taz Takayama catches up to it, sends it around to the near side. Alex Williams with it. Passes out Colin Smith. His shot off the glove of Dawes. Puck behind the net. Alex Williams wanted the wraparound. It got away from him. Puck held in at the left point by Jared Sheridan. Now it comes over to the near side. Colin Smith. Passed up the boards, intercepted, and brought out to center by Logan Wolf. Josh Wolf, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone, and his shot missed the net. Here's Logan Wolf passing it up the near side at center. Sent back the other way by the Commandos. Dumped back into the Rutherford zone. Carter Morrison, pass across. Oh, Landon Croft couldn't get a stick on it. Puck out at the left point and a shot blocked. Morrison keeps the puck right of the blue line, sends it towards the front of the net. Ooh, it went off a stick and just past the net to the right of Dawes. Landon Croft, right wing corner. Round the back of the net. Comes out to the left wing. His shot was blocked, and then Dawes runs into the net and pushes it off with his stick. 96 seconds left in the second. Still 4-0 Rutherford. Draw is going to be to the right of Dawes. One by Hendersonville, and a shot turned away. Landon Croft with the puck. Around the back of the net. Comes out to the right wing side. Trying to drop it up top. Actually wanted to pass it back down low. It went off of Brownlow and out. Puck out in front. And Eddie Mays scores. At the other end, Eddie Mays gets the puck right in front, and he scores to make it 5-0 Rutherford with 76 seconds left in the second. Eddie Mays' 5th goal of the postseason. Rutherford with a puck in their zone, and a clearing attempt went off a sticking out. Draw on the dot right in front of the Hendersonville bench. Won by Rutherford. And Jared Sheridan ends up sending it out of play down the near side, or down the far side. Minute left in the second. 1 minute to go in the second. Puck out of the right point of the Hendersonville zone. Shot past the net. Puck out in front. Under 30 seconds left in the period, and it ends up going out of play on the near side. Folks, once this second period is over, I got to run to the bathroom. I really got to go. Sorry about that, but I really do. So I'm going to finish this second and then run to the bathroom as quickly as possible. Draws right at center. Lucas Bardo going to clear it out. of the Rutherford zone. 10 seconds left of the period. Puck in the Hendersonville end. We get another whistle. Come on! I got to go. I really got to go. 6.8 seconds left of the period. Draw's going to be on the dot right in front of the Rutherford bench. Puck gets up in the Hendersonville zone. Cleared out. That's it for the second. Goals from Cody Jones and Eddie Mays. 5-0 Rutherford at the end of 2. Third period underway. Rutherford up 5-0 on Hendersonville. Justin Dickinson putting the puck out in front. Oh, and Eddie Mays couldn't get a stick on it. Justin Smith now in goal for Hendersonville. So Jackson Broderick replaced after 2 periods. Alec Dawes at the other end making a save. Brentwood winning a shootout, 4-3. So Brentwood will play the loser of this game on Monday at 6:45 on the Chris Brink in Bellevue. And USN was the only team I didn't cover in this whole Hine Cup tournament. The last USN game I did was back in October. I feel really bad about that. William Haynes with a shot. Stay, rebound, score. Dylan Welch. Haynes with a shot from the left circle off the left leg pad of Smith. It came out to the right-hand side or the left-hand side of the net where Haynes was waiting to put it in. And it's 6-0 Rutherford with 12:11 to go. They score one more goal without giving one up. will be on the running clock. Puck carried into the Rutherford zone and shot past the net. It's behind the net. It's out at center. Colin Smith takes it away, brings it back into the Rutherford zone on the right wing side, and he falls over. He fell over. Puck still in the zone. By the way, this game between Brentwood and Rutherford was the first Hine Cup tournament game to go to overtime. Forget a shootout to go to overtime. And that's the first game of the whole postseason to go to shootout. Or to go to a shootout. Puck in the Hendersonville zone deep behind the net. Carter Morrison sending it around to the far side. Alex Williams tried to chip it down low. It was intercepted. It comes up to Harper Dean at the blue line, and he clears. Williams banks it off the near boards. So Brentwood finally beat USN this season, and it was in an elimination game and a shootout. Because USN won the regular season meeting, and they beat Brentwood 3-0 to start this tournament 2 weeks ago tonight. Cooper Fiesel with a shot in the right wing boards, knocked away by Justin Smith. Alex Williams dumping the puck back into the Rutherford zone. Out to play it, Dawes. Leaves it. Puck up back deep in the Hendersonville zone behind the net. Gideon Drobnik trying to pass it up the far side to Landon Croft. Comes out to the right point, and a shot from Carter Morrison was blocked. And now back the other way comes Carson Brownlow, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Around the back of the net, pushed into the boards by Morrison. Still has the puck, though. Shifts it down. Oh, and then Morrison with an extra hit. He's drawn a penalty. He's going to be called for a penalty. Unless Rutherford score here. Brownlow passing up to the blue line. Shot turned away by Smith. That shot coming from Justin Dickinson. And a shot in the right circle, and Brownlow stopped by Smith and touched up. And they're going to call roughing against Morrison. So Rutherford returned to the power play. Up 6-0 with 8:30 left in regulation. Draw to the left of Smith. One by Rutherford trying to set up Colin Burnett Weiss, and he couldn't get his stick on it. And Rutherford ended up icing the puck. Justin Dickinson just behind the red line. Sends it into the Hendersonville zone. 78 seconds left in the power play. 7:48 to go in regulation. Still 6-0 Rutherford. If Rutherford score one more goal without giving one up, we'll be on the running clock. Draw was to the right of Dawes. Shot past the net by Nate Luke. And here come Rutherford with a puck. Tucker Wilhelm, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Puck was knocked off his stick. As he tried to go to the slot to get a shot. Here's Merrick Mott back in the other direction. Trying to drop it back. Colin Smith, a shot turned away by Dawes. Under a minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Actually 40 seconds left now. Here come Rutherford again. Puck was knocked off the stick of Kelvin McClendon into the netting above the glass on the near side of the ice at center. 29 seconds left of the power play. 6:59 to go in regulation. Still 6-0 Rutherford. Draw's going to be right at center. Geez, it's like 4 face-offs tonight to restart play that have been right at center ice. 3 of them were in the first period. Draw one by Rutherford. Kelvin McClendon, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Pushed off the puck. Comes around to the near side. William Haynes. Taking a shot. Stopped and held onto by Justin Smith. Draw be to his left. One by Rutherford. Cody Jones shot blocked. Puck comes out to the blue line. Held in Brennan Tellez. There's another shot blocked. Puck poked away from the slot. Penalty time against Hendersonville is up there back at even strength. Here's Gideon Drobnik in the Rutherford zone. A shot blocked. And puck carried to the front of the net. And a backhander stopped and covered up by Dawes. That shot coming from Braden Rose. 6:11 left in regulation. Still 6-0 Rutherford. So unless Rutherford collapse, they're going to claim the first spot in the Hine Cup Final next Wednesday night. 8:40 on Rinke at Centennial. Draw is to the left of Dawes. And one by Rutherford, sent down the ice, off a stick, came to the front of the net. Justin Smith steers it away. Keeps play going, but then it's intercepted. Sent across the front of the net by Kyle Wolf. Puck back in the Rutherford zone. Oh, and a big hit on Nick Hansen. Shot from near the net, turned away by Alec Dawes. Back the other way come Rutherford. Puck in the Hendersonville zone behind the net. Nick Hansen trying to put it out in front. It's going to come right to Rose, who leaves it for Landon Croft. Croft out at center, poked off his stick. Dumped right back in the Hendersonville zone. Lucas Bardo made sure to cross the red line and dump it before going to the bench for a change. Wish more players would do that. Christian Diggins dumps the puck back into the Rutherford zone. Alec Dawes leaves it, sends it around the wall to the far side. Brennan Tellez trying to clear. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone. With it is Jared Sheridan, stopping behind his own net. Trying to pass it up the near side to Carter Morrison. Morrison will bring it to center. Morrison back in the Rutherford zone on the right wing side, trying to go to the front of the net. Puck ends up back in the Hendersonville zone. Oh, and Josh Wolf almost took it away from Jared Sheridan near the Hendersonville net. Puck in the Hendersonville zone again. Carter Morrison with it. Trying to stretch pass. It went off a Rutherford stick. Comes over to the near side and Merrick Mott. Mott sends it back into the Rutherford zone in the right wing corner. Tess Takayama wants to clear. It's out at center. Nate Luke. Knocked off his stick. But he brings it, still manages to bring it into the Rutherford zone. Got off a shot that was turned away by Dawes. Puck out in front. We get a whistle. I think the net got dislodged. Yes, it did. The Rutherford net got dislodged. 3:16 left in regulation. 6-0 Rutherford. Draw to the right of Dawes. Won by Hendersonville, and a slap shot from the left point was blocked. Now back the other way come Rutherford. Justin Dickinson trying to pass across to Eddie Mays and was broken up by a Hendersonville stick. Braden Rose back in the other direction. Jabbed off his stick. It's out at center. Nate Luke dumps it back in the Rutherford zone. Dawes out to play it. He'll whip it around the boards to the far side. Puck popped up into the air off a stick. Coming to the slot. Merrick Mata back in. Turned away by Dawes. Puck sent around the boards to the near side. Eddie Mays will bring it out to center. Passes over Carson Brownlow inside the Hendersonville zone. Gets away from Brownlow. It's at the end boards. Carter Burnett Weiss behind the net. Puck comes out to the near side. Held in Brownlow at the right point. Given away to Braden Rose, who comes out to center with it. Then it's almost taken off him by Eddie Mays. Rutherford did get it back. Dickinson sends it back into the Hendersonville zone. Gideon Drobnik now at center. Back into the Rutherford zone on the right wing side. Puck taken away behind the net. Dickinson pushing the puck. No, I'm sorry, it's Carter Burnett Weiss pushing the puck into the Hendersonville zone, trying to put it in front for Caden Smith. Or trying to put it in front, intercepted by Caden Smith. I don't think he'd be giving it to Caden Smith, who's on the other team. Landon Croft, left wing side of the Rutherford zone, around the back of the net. Now here's William Haynes, left wing side with a shot, stopped by Smith, and Tucker Wilhelm couldn't get his stick on the rebound. Now the puck ends up sliding back into the Hendersonville zone towards the net. Justin Smith had to turn it away. Last minute of the game. Justin Schaefer will dump it back into the Rutherford zone. Puck dumped back into the Hendersonville end. Icing waved off. Carter Morrison will go track it down. Morrison standing behind his own net with under 30 seconds to go. Now he'll start moving it up the far side. Gideon Drobnik, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. A shot turned away by Alec Dawes, trying to preserve the shutout. Puck in the left wing corner. Trying to get it out in front. Comes to Carter Morrison, away from him, and that's it. Rutherford are into the Hine Cup Final with an authoritative 6-0 win over Hendersonville. Absolutely dominant. Hendersonville will play Brentwood on Monday in the losers bracket final in Bellevue. So let me just, I have not sent out any of the scores since not sent out any scores since the end of the NBA Ensworth game. All right, that's one score sent out.
Time's the game Monday?
6:45.
Center Sports Clubs?
No, Bellevue.
Oh,
And you're playing Brentwood. They beat USN in a shootout.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, normal. 6:45 Monday. Thank you, sir.
All right, so the goal scorers in this one for Rutherford, hat trick for Justin Dickinson, and the other goals came from Cody Jones, Eddie Mays, and Dylan Welch. Player of the game is obviously going to be Justin Dickinson, as Rutherford win this one 6-0, and they are off to the Hine Cup Final next Wednesday night. As they defeat Hendersonville 6-0. Okay, so let me get out my Father Ryan and USN rosters to read off the departing seniors for both teams. Father Ryan roster right there, and the USN roster is in the back. I feel really bad about the fact that I didn't do a USN game after October. Didn't get a chance to get to them here in the Hine Cup. So Father Ryan lose 4-3 to Franklin. Father Ryan, they're going to be saying goodbye to some pretty decent players here. They're going to be saying goodbye to Austin Hester, Carter Middleton, Colton Edwards, Jacob Boron, Jack Sutterth, and Harper Howard. But what's even worse for them is they don't get to keep Zach Fonsbeck and Riley Barnes. They got to give those two back to the Outlaws. And unless they start up a co-op with Hume Fogg where Fonsbeck goes to school, I don't think GNASH will let Father Ryan have him again next year. They're gonna tell Father Ryan, hey, you have a JV team and a middle school spring league team. You're gonna have to get a goalie from one of those two. Can't go dipping back into the pool for a starter. Of course, they had to dip into the pool to get two goalies because Luke Anderson, who would have been their number one starter, moved to Brooklyn, New York to play for the Aviators of the USPHL right before the season started. He made that decision about a month out from the first practices. And he's a senior this year, so even if he decided he didn't like it and came home, he's graduating from Father Ryan, so he's gone. Graduating for USN, Drake Hughes, Ryan Barrett, that's a big name, gone. Nick Venable, that's a pretty good name, gone. And Mitch Profit, that's a pretty good defenseman, gone. It didn't help that Hoyt Sorensen and Aiden Osgener, their two really good young players, moved out of state. Aiden Osgener moved to Massachusetts to a prep school to concentrate on soccer, and Hoyt Sorensen to play for the Thunderbirds. I don't think they're coming back. So our final scores tonight in the GNASH Cup, or in the GNASH universe. In the Preds Cup Losers Bracket quarterfinal, it was Ravenwood beating Pope Prep MLK GCA 7-4 as Pope blew a 4-2 lead. In the Preds Cup Winners Bracket final, Innsworth-Owensville-Lipscomb beat MBA 5-1. In the other Preds Cup Losers Bracket quarterfinal, it was Franklin beating Father Ryan 4-3. In the Hine Cup Losers Bracket semifinal, it was Brentwood beating USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pasture 4-3 in a shootout. And just now in the Hine Cup Winners Bracket final, it was the Rutherford Rampage beating Hendersonville-Beech-Gallatin 6-0. Next week, on Monday, in Bellevue, on the crisp rink. First up at 6:45, the Hine Cup Losers Bracket Final between Hendersonville-Beech-Gallatin and Brentwood will be on the air at 6:40 for a 6:45 face-off. Then at 8:25, the Preds Cup Losers Bracket semifinal between Franklin and Ravenwood. 8:20 pregame for an 8:25 face-off. Then next Wednesday, Rink A at Centennial at 7:10. The Preds Cup Losers Bracket Final between MBA and either Franklin or Ravenwood. And then at 8:40, the Hine Cup Final between Rutherford and either Hendersonville or Brentwood. For the MBA versus Ravenwood or Franklin game will be on the air at 7:05 for a 7:10 face-off. And for the Hine Cup Final between Rutherford and either Hendersonville or Brentwood, will be on the air at 8:30. Going to do a 10-minute pregame show for an 8:40 face-off. So if that MBA versus Franklin or Ravenwood game goes to OT, as soon as I finish up coverage for it, I'm going to start pregame for the Hine Cup Final because the pregame is 10 minutes. Wow. The two Losers Bracket Finals were not great. Well, the NBA Innsworth game was great until past the halfway point of the second. Then Innsworth just totally took it over and won it 5-1. So that's the schedule for next week. 4 games next week. 2 on Monday from Bellevue. 2 on Wednesday from Centennial. We'll have them all for you. Whoop, got to turn that down a bit. And that is it. That is it for week 3 of the 2024 GNASH postseason. These were the last games of the season here at Fordyce Center in Antioch. I want to thank the staff for allowing me to come in and broadcast these games. Of course, you never know. They could end up having to move a game here, but that would something would have to go really wrong in either Bellevue or Centennial for that to happen. Something would have to force them to shut down the building in order to move games here. But again, thank you to the staff here at Fordyce Center in Antioch for letting me come in and do these games. It's been nice having Antioch back as a semi-regular venue after only hosting one game all of last season. Thanks to them for the accommodations. Our on-air finals tonight in the Preds Cup Winners Bracket Final, Innsworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb 5, Montgomery Bell 1. And just now in the Hine Cup Winners Bracket Final, Rutherford Rampage 6, Hendersonville-Beech-Gallatin nothing. Innsworth to the Preds Cup Final, Rutherford to the Hine Cup Final. Wow. Hope you all have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Monday night from Bellevue for the Hine Cup Losers Bracket Final and then the Preds Cup Losers Bracket Semifinal. Good night from Antioch, everybody.